My bad. It's setting up. Hang on. Hang on. Throw it to the wolves. We are live.
Welcome to Exposed. Tonight's topic is, am I the asshole? I am Roman, and I'm with Dyer and the rest of the Woolpack. So I'm going to throw it to Dyer. Dyer, what's going on?
Well, tonight is our 39th episode. Wife to Wolf Radio TV Network presents Exposed. Am I the asshole? Yes, I am. Please like and subscribe to our channel and visit our website at www.wifetowolf.com.
And if you are interested in being a guest on the show or a sponsor, contact us via our website that Dyer just told you, www.wifetowolf.com. All right, let's go.
All right, so we're going to get things kicked off. You guys might have seen this before. Am I the asshole? It's a situation where people explain something that's happened in their lives, and are they the asshole for it? Okay, they're all over Reddit, Facebook, that kind of thing. First one we're going to kick off today, hotly debated topic. Am I the asshole for demanding my girlfriend to pay me $250? Well, let's find out. All started yesterday. I got home from running outside, threw my sweatpants on the floor. About 30 minutes later, she walks into the room and says she's going to start some laundry. Asked what I needed, and I told her. Then she asked if the pants on the ground were dirty. Said, yeah, without even thinking, I left my AirPods in the pockets. She started the laundry, which I'm thankful for, but she didn't check my pockets at all. So after she's done washing, she comes to the room saying my headphones got washed. Asked her which pair. I have wired and wireless AirPods. She says my AirPods. That's when I got furious. Told her, how can you be so clueless to not check pockets before watching? She said, I'm sorry, it was an honest mistake. I replied, I'm sure it was, but your mistake cost me $250. I told her I need $250 right now. No excuses. She gave me an excuse saying I don't have $250 to just give away right now. I replied, that's not my problem. Kept saying she doesn't have it right now. Told me that right now she doesn't have a timetable on when she'll be able to pay me back. Also thinks I'm not trying to work with her and being overly rude about the situation, and it could be handled a nicer and better way than I have. If this was a job and you cost them money, they would fire you and make you pay them back. No expectations here just because I'm her boyfriend, in my opinion. So, is he the asshole? I'm going to give my take on this. I say yes, he is the asshole. He's the one that left him in the AirPods in his pocket. His girlfriend tried to do something nice by washing his pants for him. Sure, I guess she could have checked the pockets, but at the same time, it was an honest mistake. And, you know, ruining a relationship over $250 or AirPods is stupid. So I would say in this case, given all the other factors, yes, this guy is the asshole. Roman, what's your take on it?
No, that's completely no. She needs to check the pockets, and she does owe him $250. And what he needs to say is, okay, you can't pay me back now. So then the VIG starts. The VIG 2 points a week, and I want my money by next week, or a leg is going to get broken, and it will be yours. That is how you have to handle that. You can't be having some girl just, breaking your AirPods, your iBuds, what the hell you call them.
Fair enough. Beast, what about you? Is this guy an asshole or not?
Let me see. She should have checked his pockets. She should definitely check his pockets. I mean,
it's just as much his fault though for leaving him in there.
Yeah, but normally you would check your pockets.
I guarantee if you get home and you throw your pants in the hamper and then you're going to later throw them in the laundry, do you recheck the pockets? Probably not, unless you left your debit card in there and realized it before.
I know I left money in my pockets before, but not no AirPods. I would never leave AirPods in my pockets.
So it's his fault, not hers.
It's his fault.
That's negligence on his part.
It's his fault, but still, she should check the pockets, yo.
She needs to, yes. Yeah, you got to, because you got to be looking. Yeah, you got to look out for your man.
I mean, if it was me washing your clothes, I would definitely check your pockets. I found some money. I'm keeping that shit.
Yeah, no, any cash
okay,
you find, you keep.
So we got 2 votes. Sorry, we got 2 votes saying that he's not the asshole. 1 vote, me, saying he is the asshole. Mermaid, what about you? What's your take on this?
I think the boyfriend is the asshole. Like,
okay,
I don't check, like, honestly, like, I've made that mistake so many times with like money and coins and shit. But my mom helps me with the laundry a majority of the time. I'm not gonna blame her if I forgot something in my pockets while she's doing the laundry and something gets ruined. Because it was my fault for forgetting it in my pockets.
But you're not in a relationship. You got to look out for each other in a relationship.
I'm in the
You
most
gotta check.
important relationship. A mother-daughter relationship is very important.
I'm talking about sex here. When you're fucking someone, you got to check the pockets because they could like.
No,
have
I don't agree. I
electronics in
don't
them.
agree. If he doesn't want his earbuds ruined or whatever, he needs to double check his pockets before he throws his shit in the hamper. Because for all he knows, he could have been the one doing the laundry.
That's an excellent point.
He would have double checked his own pocket.
Okay,
that's an excellent point. He could have done his own laundry. She's trying to do something nice for him by doing his laundry, and then he wants to blame her for not checking the fucking pockets. No, I think he's the asshole all day. We got a split right now, so we'll have to come back to this one. But I think he's the asshole.
What's he gonna do when he's trying to ignore you? Just not have a sound device?
If they're in a serious relationship, he shouldn't be ignoring her anyway.
Well, Roman, you've had something similar happen. Didn't yours work by just putting them in the dryer? Is that true?
Oh yeah. No, that happens. No, seriously. Everyone out there, this happened actually because I'm old school. I have an iPod. So it went in the washer, but I didn't realize it, and I threw it in the dryer in my sweatpants, and it still worked. So, advice to everyone out there: iPods in the washing machine, put them in the dryer. Just make sure they're like have I got a lot of support around them, so they don't
leave them in a pocket. Don't just throw them in the dryer by itself, right? Well, maybe that's what they should try, or maybe try putting them in rice. I've seen that work for iPhones. I'm not entirely sure why, but leave it in rice overnight. Maybe some people come and fix it throughout the night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rice absorbs.
Right.
Also, women, check pockets before you do the damn laundry.
Men, check your pockets before your amazing girlfriend does the laundry for you.
Well, I mean, she should check the pockets because she could find some money. Shit, I would check the pockets.
He could do his own fucking laundry. How about that?
Well, okay, what if the shoe was on the other foot and the woman normally does the laundry? She leaves her phone in her pocket. He does the laundry for her, doesn't check it. I guarantee the woman would probably freak out just as bad as this guy did.
Well, fuck her. Fuck her.
I mean, I agree. I think people would freak out, but I don't think she would necessarily force the boyfriend to pay for her.
I could understand it being upset, but yeah, demanding $250 right now, it's like that's a little much. It's like you can use your wired headphones for a while until you save up enough money.
I'll buy her a flip phone. She can get a flip phone. She can get one of them cricket phones.
He could get a flip phone.
They were saying, get a razor. Get a fucking razor.
get a razor. Yeah, she could use it to shave something else too.
No, just the sidekick. Yeah, get a sidekick.
There you go. But so all right, the jury's split on this one, 50-50. He's at 50% asshole. Roman, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, next one is: am I an asshole for not wanting to cancel my honeymoon despite what happened to my brother-in-law? Okay, this story happens like my husband, and I'll be reading part of the woman. My husband, 32, and I, 24, just got married 3 weeks ago and are currently celebrating our honeymoon. The plan was to travel for 2 months in different countries in Europe, Asia, and Africa. We currently are in Spain, and we are supposed to take a plane to Morocco in 2 days. However, my husband wants to cut the trip short and go back to home now. The thing is, his brother is in a horrible situation. His wife and daughter had a car crash and are in the hospital. The kid is fine. His wife has been a little longer in the hospital. That's all I know. I told my husband that I understand he wants to support his brother, but he's a doctor. He's not a doctor, and he can't do anything to help, really. And his brother's wife is fine. She probably has had a broken leg or something, and why she needs some more days in the hospital. But I told him to just call his brother and ask to talk with his wife so he can send her his best wishes. And that's all he can do, honestly. His parents and his in-laws are helping with kids, so there's really nothing to do to help. So I told him our honeymoon was more important, just in the sense of time with others to enjoy and spend together, because we have this once. He was happy having any of it. He wasn't having it, basically. He said no. He called me selfish, and then he kicked me out. He kicked me out of the bedroom. He had to ask me not to decide. Like, he just was very upset and just was not having any of it. So what do? Do I sacrifice my honeymoon, or do I do this thing with him, go back, which really we're not helping at all? Am I really wrong here? What are your thoughts?
So basically, yeah, we got a situation to where there's a lot of variables here. But Roman, at face value, knowing what you know now, what would you say? Would you say she's the asshole or not?
I would say no. I wouldn't say she's the asshole. I mean, you go on your honeymoon. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you're not really gonna have great sex when you're married for very long. So the honeymoon is gonna be like, you got to take advantage of that shit.
That's a good point.
And so they're traveling around Europe and Spain, like, and then Morocco, all that. It seemed like an awesome honeymoon. They were all over the place. So
Gotta be expensive.
Yeah. So I think that she's completely in the right, because honestly, like, the sex is going to be awful when they get home. So you got to take advantage of that shit.
Damn.
Fair enough.
There's so much wrong with what you said.
All right, Mermaid. I saw you shaking your head. What's your take on this? As a woman that might have a luxurious honeymoon one day, what would you do if in this situation?
I mean, honestly, if he was concerned, I would go back with him. I mean, maybe there's not much like physically we can do, but when something like that happens and you're like overtly worried, the best thing you can do in those situations is be there for your friends and family.
Well, I've heard you say happy wife.
They probably could have like worked something out where they went back for the rest of their honeymoon after he felt better.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Plus, it's like, what the fuck with the comment, Roman? Like, sex gets worse as you're married longer? What kind of bullshit is that?
That's entirely true. There's a big difference between single sex and married sex. He's right about that. But
I mean, if y'all on your honeymoon, bang out to the end. Fuck that.
No, if sex is getting worse while you're married, y'all are not doing something right.
No, I tell you what he should, or what she should do or have done, is just blow the shit out of him, and he would have forgotten about his silly dead.
Well, he
whatever.
Clearly wasn't in the mood for sex.
Well,
yeah. What if he's got performance anxiety because his mind is back with his brother? You know that.
Yeah,
can happen.
men have much bigger sex drives than women. So if he's not even wanting to have sex, what does that tell you?
No, he'll forget about his goofy brother if she just blows him. I'll tell you.
All right. So Roman says she's not the asshole. Mermaid says she is the asshole. Beast, are you taking the side of the woman here?
I'm taking the side of. I'm with Roman. Like, a blowjob for cure cancer. Shit.
Okay, so she's not the asshole for it. And honestly, like, I'm gonna agree with Mermaid. I think because, like, you don't know what condition his brother's in. So if he's at the point where he's about to die,
I'm with my wife. Fuck that.
But you can always go on another vacation. You know what I mean? If he's in intensive care and he's about to die,
I just got married. What the fuck?
Big deal. You got the rest of your life to spend together. That's a problem. People think a marriage is the end result. A marriage is the beginning. The end result is being together for 50 years.
I know at the beginning. And you should have fun in the beginning. You should have
exactly
sex in the beginning.
Right, but
life turns terrible.
Sure, but look at all the other factors here. Like something already happened. You know what I mean? And I got a happy wife, happy life. But if your brother is about to die, I get it. Maybe that's not the case. And sure, he's not a doctor. You can't operate on him and heal him or whatever. But I gotta side. I gotta say that she's the asshole. I gotta agree with Mermaid. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, but what I would say is like, you know what cures a tragedy? A great blowjob.
Yeah, it does. That's
Oh,
Well, that's
yeah.
what his brother needs. Maybe that's why his brother wants her to go back. I don't know. But hey. Okay, so we're split on this one too. 50-50. Asshole, not asshole.
It's like my one of my uncles died and the girl gave me a blowjob. I forgot all about my uncle dying.
There you go.
I'm
Exactly.
sure he'd be proud.
Yeah, he would. He would.
He probably would. I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
I know he be in that. Good job, beast. Good job.
You guys ever have that after a long day? You just have like a stress jerk or a stress blowjob, or just kind of like once you finish, you're just like relieved a little bit. Those are
all the time. All the
Always.
time. Yeah.
I do it. I do it just even when I'm not even sexually aroused. I just do it because I have to.
Just to get that
Okay,
release of
Mermaid.
oxytocin.
Mermaid, you okay?
We need more girls on this show.
Well, if they would log in, But hey,
I mean the same thing, like with a chick.
Yeah, and I'll keep saying it until there's more girls on the show. Okay.
No, but the same thing with a chick. Like if a chick is stressed out all day and her man eats her out, she's gonna be like, forget about that shit. She's gonna forget about that shit.
hey, I think Roman could identify as
If
a
I'm
man,
stressed
that would
out,
make you feel
I'm
better.
not letting my boyfriend come touch me or blow me or whatever the fuck.
Well, that's just messed up.
Yeah, now you're just being mean to him. That's not fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's not fair.
selfish behavior, Mermaid.
What if you like? What if you like to eat? What if you like to eat your pussy?
You can't hide the gully hole. But what about Roman could identify as a woman? Then you guys are on the same page. Then it's
There we go.
Even.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do
that's the
that.
rules we live by nowadays. So hey, the rules
We
are
can-
made up and the points don't matter. Just like fucking whose line is it anyway, right?
We can
Yeah.
scissor. I'll scissor.
I identify as a black lesbian.
There you go. My grandpa's a lesbian. That makes me a quarter lesbian. That's how it works. It is what it is.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's
All
go
right.
on to situation number 3. Bear with me. Okay. Am I the asshole for switching to regular milk to prove my lactose intolerant roommate keeps stealing from me? Me and 2 other guys share an apartment together, and we split all the bills. The only thing we don't split costs on is groceries. Everyone's in charge of buying their own food, and we don't touch whatever doesn't belong to us in the fridge. We put our names on everything so no one gets mixed up. Okay. The issue has been going on almost a year, and I'm sick of it. One of my roommates, or as the British would say, flatmates, keeps stealing my food. We'll call him R for that, for the sake of this argument. I get home from work and containers of my leftovers are sometimes missing. They have my name written on it, or my stuff finishes too quick. My gallon of milk, for example, I bought almond milk. Ugh, no tit on an almond, but whatever. I bought almond milk because I like the taste, but it seems to finish after a week, even though I've only drank it once or twice. I confronted R about this lots of times, and that's caused a lot of arguments. He outright denies it and tells me I'm crazy, even though it's so obvious. My other roommate and I carpool together because we both work the same early morning shifts around the same area, so I know it's not him. It's always after we get back home and R's already left for work that I notice my food is gone. My roommates also had a similar problem, but not as often as I do. I'm guessing because R doesn't like what he buys. The funny thing is, R buys a lot of shit for himself and is even more stingy about his own food. He will literally point out what's his when he comes back from grocery shopping and tell us not to touch it. Last week, my milk was nearly empty again, and I got fed up. I went to the liquor store and bought regular dairy milk. I drank what was left of my almond milk, refilled the gallon with the one I bought. This was the catch/prove R is the one stealing it since he's lactose intolerant. Very sly. The next day, Saturday, we get back from work, and R is pissed. He yelled at me that he was stuck in the bathroom for 40 minutes with diarrhea because of my milk. He was using it to make a shake. I only responded with, "So you're the one who's been stealing." He freaking exploded, probably in more ways than one. Yeah, he admitted he was sometimes drinking my milk and eating my food, but he was more mad that I switched milks than the fact that he was caught. I told him I wouldn't have done it if he just stopped taking my stuff from the fridge, or at least told the truth instead of trying to make it seem like I was making it up. My roommate backed me up and thought it was kind of funny he got paid back for stealing from us. It's a little tense right now, and my roommate told me R is trying to convince him to agree to kick me out. Little does he know we're both looking to move somewhere else together because we were sick of his shit. I told some buddies what happened, and if you think I was an asshole for that, I feel like I'm not in the wrong here. He was taking my food and not even owning up to it. I wanted to prove that. Does that make me the asshole? What do you
No.
guys think? Okay, Mermaid, go ahead. You say no.
No.
What?
Like if like I've had like college roommates and I don't like people touching my food because I'm a very picky eater. So like I label it, I'll just be like nicely, like, please don't touch my food. I never had a problem with any of them. And it's like, if you're being super stingy about your own food that you labeled, why are you taking my shit? And
But
then the fact that he doesn't even tell the truth about it, yeah, I will fucking trap that motherfucker and give him something that would upset his stomach so I can prove it and get my payback.
and to be fair, if he wasn't stealing food in the first place, his stomach would have never got upset, right?
Yeah, that too.
Okay. So
If you want almond milk, go buy your own fucking almond milk.
where's the tit on an almond? That's a better question. Okay. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay. So from your perspective, this guy is not the asshole. Roman, what do you think?
Well, she is. First of all, almond milk is processed garbage. It's just like, you look at that shit is awful.
It's
Okay,
almond
put
juice,
that
really.
Put that fact aside.
What? No, I will not put that fact aside.
So they're the asshole for buying almond milk.
Now, get to your point.
It is. He did her a favor by drinking her processed nonsense. You know, that way she didn't have to suffer through like all that crap that is, you know.
But he's drinking it. He's supposedly suffering through it.
But yeah,
Well,
maybe that's not.
But maybe think about this. Maybe he was doing it just as to help her. Maybe he was just like taking like the processed awfulness of almond milk just so she didn't have to.
If he was dumping it down the drain, I might agree with you, but he's drinking it himself, and I'm pretty sure almond milk is more expensive than regular milk.
Well, maybe he didn't want to be wasteful. Did you ever think about that? Huh?
You can hear yourself right now. You're not making a good argument.
What? No, I'm making a perfect argument. He wanted to help her to not be, just have all that processed garbage in her system, but then he didn't want to waste it, so he drank it. So he's actually a martyr. So I think he should be praised.
I don't like almond milk either, but some people like almond milk. It's a little more expensive than regular milk. So if she's buying it, she should be allowed to drink it. Make a different argument. It's not a good argument.
I can't. Beast, what the heck's going on your screen?
Yeah, what are you doing, man? Finger fucking the thing.
I can't concentrate.
What
is that?
I'm trying to get my face to show, man. Trying to get my mask to show. But I fuck with almond milk. Fuck y'all, man. I fuck with almond milk. Fuck all y'all.
The issue, guys, is not the almond milk. The issue is this person the asshole for booby trapping the almond milk and getting the roommate to shit himself because he was stealing food and lying about it. That's what we're debating here.
Well, okay, all right. I see what you're saying, and I get your point, but I just don't like your point. It just, I think that he is completely.
His point is the story.
So you're saying that this person is the asshole for booby trapping the almond milk? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
She's being sneaky. Sneaky.
Got it.
He was
as women are one to do. Okay. Mermaid says this person's not the asshole. Bees, if you can get your meat claws away from the camera. Is this guy the asshole? Yes or no?
Wait, who's the fucking asshole?
Oh, for God's sakes. The person booby trapping their almond milk, are they the asshole for giving their roommate diarrhea?
Yeah, they're the assholes. Yeah, I love my almond milk. Fuck that. Don't shoot me booby trapping my fucking.
No. Yeah, but this is his own person's almond milk, and the other guy's drinking it. And he was lying about it.
You should be drinking my shit.
Okay, so you're saying this person's not the asshole?
No.
Okay. All right. So
they're 1-3. Page. All right. I'm the only one that is the reasonable, rational person.
Well, I haven't given my answer. I haven't given my answer.
You're never the reasonable person.
Well, like I said, sneaky. Women, sneaky. Guys,
we don't even know if it's a woman. We don't even know it's a woman. I thought it was a dude. They're all living together.
Said it was a woman, and she found the dude, her roommate dude was doing the milk.
Okay. Anyway, so what you're saying is Roman says this guy's is the asshole. Mermaid and Beast are saying they're not the asshole. I'm saying this guy isn't the asshole. I get why he did it. His roommate was eating his shit. Shouldn't have done it. Booby trapped him. Beat him at his own game. Not the asshole. It is shitty to booby trap your own almond milk, but at the same time, if this guy wouldn't A, drink the almond milk, B, wouldn't lie about it, they never would have had this issue. And I can forgive all of that if you either ask your roommate beforehand or admit to it and or allow them to eat your own food. That's all I'm saying. So me and Mermaid have been on the same page this entire time. I'm very surprised. However,
I'm sorry about it. It's just like I wasn't really like you ran through that story so fucking quick. I couldn't understand it, honestly.
No, I know.
So I'm like, what's happening? So I just assumed it was a woman just because she that person did some sneaky crap. So I just assumed it was a woman doing like sneaky shit. So sorry, but still, I agree with the dude that was stealing the almond milk.
Very well. All right. You want to read the next one? The last one, I think.
Mermaid, it's you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So this one's really long, so I'll just do the main points. Guy is dating this girl for 5 years. Her visa is like close to expiring because she's in school for international visa or whatever. He didn't want her to leave. His buddy suggested that he sponsor her. She was hesitant because she didn't want him to think that she was with him just to stay in the country. They consulted with an immigration consultant. They had gotten everything ready. And before he finished his end of the paperwork, he said he didn't want to feel forced to be responsible for her, and she ended up having to go back to her own country. He still wants a future with her, but his close friends are telling him he's an asshole.
Okay. We got to wrap the show up soon, guys, so we're going to expedite this process. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, girlfriend getting deported. He said he's going to sponsor her visa. Doesn't have to marry her to keep her. He said he's going to. She does her part. It gets to him to fucking agree. He says no. She gets deported. He misses her. He wishes she was there to make him spaghetti. Whatever. Is he the asshole? Mermaid, what do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the one who fucking suggested it in the first place. They went through this whole fucking process, and all of a sudden he doesn't want to do it. Like,
well,
what the
maybe
fuck is that?
she should just be an American. Is it so hard? Okay. Whatever.
Have you not lived here your whole life?
No, I have. I'm native. Okay, Roman.
So you don't even understand.
I'm kidding.
How hard it actually is.
I'm kidding. Okay, so this guy is the asshole. Roman, what about you?
Well, I feel like this guy, I think, no, he's not the asshole. Do you realize just the marriage, like what it in?
Well, no. He didn't have to get married. That's the thing. All he had to do was just sign the paperwork saying he's sponsoring her visa. But that means he's taking the risk if anything happens.
But no, that's what I mean. Like it's still a commitment. The commitment to these girls.
It's just, commitment he fucking suggested in the first place.
No. You give an inch, they take a mile. No, you cannot submit. You have to you cannot give into any of this crap. Any of this crap.
Okay, Beast, is this guy the asshole? Yes or no?
He's the asshole. I agree with Mermaid.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'm torn on this one. You know what? I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Mermaid. I've agreed with her up this entire time. He shouldn't have agreed to do it and then go back on his word. That's shitty. And then she has to leave the country because of it. All it takes is him to sign a few forms. He could have just said no from the get-go. Wouldn't have been an issue. So yes, this guy is the asshole.
Yeah, he suggested it.
He did. But all right, guys, we got to wrap this show up. Thank you for another great show. And all right, Wolves, let's howl ourselves out.
Ooh.
on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Still alive, motherfuckers. Like and subscribe, motherfuckers. Wolfpack on the attack.